this picture's a little late because I was busy doing other stuff. But I want to get the bunny Easter PNG tuber model done. Because then also, next I have to work on finishing their two designs. I'm just going to go with this outfit for him. And then I have to decide on the color palette for him. But this is now Elijah's new design. And this is the other love interest. There's Connor, and then there's Maxim. But right now we're working on Bunny. And then I'm going to do a paw. So it's like similar to like the arm she currently has. So she's going to like move up and down. And then maybe I'll like have the ear squish out a little bit. Add some more movement to it. Dang it! I swear, it's like something I'm probably gonna do like each beginning stream, is just like unplug my headphones and then replug them in. Okay, thank goodness. Okay. So yeah. So hopefully it was able to be understood, but paw, gonna wave like how her finger wags, and then the ears, a little bit of like fluffed out movement. To that I'll probably link to, because I don't want it to move so much like when I do the talking and all this. Probably it's gonna move with the blinking, and maybe the paw this time will move with the talking. I mean, it kind of does with this too, with the talking. It's like linked to both blinking and the talking. But I'll probably just link it to one so I can link the other one to the other one. Okay. Let's do the line art for this first, or I have to get the face first. Open like that when it talks. I'm gonna make it look bug-eyed right now until I fix the pupil orientation. I know. It'll look Stupid object thing. It'll be fixed once I fix the pupils. I just get lazy and don't like drawing the other eye because I feel like it'll turn out odd. Stupid line. I think the eyes are a little big. I'm gonna make them smaller. See, yeah, it's usually just the pupil orientation that like messes it up. Cause it's like I try to like do it in the middle, but it usually ends up like more over here. So when you like revert, it's like reverse cross-eyed. Just gotta bring them slightly towards the middle. Always something that feels off. So that's it even. Maybe the chin? There's a discrepancy. Oh, because I forgot to make the other eye smaller. That's why. was on the wrong selection. That's not what I wanted. Okay, and I gotta fix. Always one side that I don't like what it looks like. I can never have. That's not what I wanted. It's like I can never do the same thing twice. I think so. It's the... Where is it? It's the Funk no copyright music. I know, that's why I have to fix it. This is the one I have put up. The one that's like 5 hours long. I might... use like circles. No. There we go. And then... yeah, but the sucky thing is that they don't always, like, they say they're copyright, but then Twitch is, like, all stubborn and all that, and it's like, oh, you have copyright music. It's like, that's not what the listed music says. It's like someone's lying to me. There, that's better. Especially too, I try to look for copyright music that specifically says it's copyright free for Twitch and stuff. But even then, it still tries and copyright it, which is annoying. No bots allowed. True. But I might as well just do that for the stream and just have my own little earbuds in so I can listen to some. Because I need to be motivated. Because if I'm not, I'm just standing there stimming like this. That's what I sometimes do. I think I used to do a couple times in the beginning when I wouldn't be able to put some types of music on, especially when I was playing Baldur's Gate. I would just have my big headphones on and then a small earbud inside, so one ear would get the music I liked during it, but then it kind of got distracting. Trying to not jam out and sing along to it while I'm in the middle of a battle. That'll be good enough. Yeah. Oh, damn, I connected it. I forgot I did that. I think that's fine. She didn't fully have that because I wanted to emulate it to kind of how she has her bangs over part of her eye, so it's the crown and the ear do that. No, what are you doing? Oh no, please don't tell my mouse is dying. Come on. Why does everything want to die when I'm midstream? Well, good thing I have a pen, too. It's annoying. No, to be able to click between layers and stuff, I use a mouse. Or if it's I have the special rectangle tool, I prefer to use the mouse to drag it in and all that. But for the drawing, I do use my stylus. I used to use a trackpad though when I had a Surface Pro because I didn't have the money for either a decent computer or a stylus. Well, I'm not gonna plug this in. Hopefully. swear, I don't know if it's because these are dying or something. This wasn't doing this earlier. Come on. Yeah, I just don't like it because the way my setup is I have a Delmon. Okay, so I have my desk, and the desk has got this like kind of like walled area, so it's from the edge of the desk up, and it goes over to like a little shelf thing. So it's like a certain amount of area I have for desk stuff to to do stuff. So I have my main monitor for just like viewing stuff, and where I keep all my recording stuff. And then I have an XP Pen drawing tablet that's like on a stand right in front of it. So my even like frontward desk area where I can like place my hands is like just enough for like my palms to fit. So I have a 65% keyboard, and so like I have to make sure everything's like not able to be all tangled around in wires and all that. So I went with the wireless one for space, not realizing just like the other one, because I had one of these before. Yeah, it's just because I try to do it for space, not realizing that it does not have the best long lifespan. Well, not the charging part, but like it in general. Because this is the second keyboard I bought like something like this. I thought the other one like kind of broke because I would sometimes accidentally drop it. Because again, no desk room. Come on. But I might have to go back to wired, which sucks because it just like limits how I can move the mouse. Hold on, let me see if I can find my other mouse. That is weird. Hopefully I don't have to plug this in the back, because that'll be okay. But like it's got good like under storage, but not. There we go. My ergonomic mouse works. It's just gonna be feel weird going back to it. So it's like one of those ones where it's like you're able to hold your hand sideways with it, so it's like better on your wrist. Less carpal tunnel. Okay. But yeah, it was even worse when I had my Surface Pro and Surface Go, because I was able to get that one as like a Christmas gift, but then I was too poor for getting the stylus. So while I was in art school, this was while I was at Art Institute before it shut down. we had to go from Photoshop, which was fine because they had the computers already like set up that we can use. But then we got into stuff like the 3D modeling, character design, color theory, all that. And I obviously did not have any computer better than that Surface Go at home. So if I wasn't working at school, I would have to use my trackpad at home to draw stuff from. I actually have the character images that I drew with the trackpad. Where are they? Nope, not that one. Where are you? Nope, not that one. I mean, they're not that bad. They at least look like people. Come on. I found him easily before. Where'd he go? Character? A common problem was that they had like rather long torsos. Yeah, they weren't that bad. It was just a big pain to get much done because of me having to like struggle and use a mouse to draw it as well as I could. And then these are the type of characters I do now. Well, these are still a couple of years old, but so much better. So much more life. Luckily, though, that school shut down before I even had to worry about much, because it was I was going in there for my bachelor's in animation, which from what it was already I had to do of like beginning animation and learning 3D modeling, because we were like learning at one point we were gonna learn 3D animation. That was already a pain as it was, especially because that school, it was 11-week courses once a week. So if you missed one class during that 11-week course, you were like fucked over. Like you like missed, the class was 4 hours long, so it pretty much was like equivalent of missing 4 classes when you missed just one. That's not supposed to be like that. It was not. And then the school got into kind of like a scandal. Not really scandal, but they started losing funding. So they started taking funding from, I think it's called FSA, which was like a money that was supposed to go back to students to help them pay for housing. Because it was for anyone who would like lived not at home. They didn't have like an on-campus dormitory. They kind of had a leasing with an apartment building. Tried animation college. Even just from what I went back to with the animation, I'm also talking to people on TikTok. Hopefully the chat can be seen. No, it cannot. No, that's the other one. But yeah, I tried doing it. I even want to go back and there's an animation trend going on right now where it's like the bang 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 trend for the Chainsaw Man one. I want to do a little animation trend to that. So yeah, once I get this done, and I get, and I get these two character designs done, I can do it because they're the main parts in it. Where Maxim is one of this blonde right here, Angie's love interest. Her and Connor are the love interest for her for the story I'm writing. And then Elijah's the new designed villain. He had a different design before. But yeah, the college thing. So yeah, they had an office off campus that they rented out, had a contract with, and people who were like signed up with the FSA program would get monthly payments to help pay for rent. But then they started complaining that they weren't getting those payments, which is bad because that like the place isn't gonna really have much leniency for that because it's like they still want to get paid. So they started having to like get second jobs and find ways to pay for it while they're being screwed over, just so the college could keep up the face that everything was going well and the programs were still running. But then it was about to be my second year, like the semester that once I finished that semester, I would have been there for 2 years and only needed about half a year more and I would have graduated. There was starting to be talk about the school shutting down, so they even sent out an email of like, oh, nothing's wrong, nothing's here, there's no war in Boston, say, type deal. Just do classes as normal, only for it to be on the 10th week that they're like, oh yeah, the school is shutting down. And everyone who was like a week away from like graduation got screwed out of their diploma. It sucked. I felt bad for all those people. And then I had like a 3-month break that I took from college, and I went to Arizona to visit my grandparents, and then came back and went to Platt, where I graduated after like a year in some change, because I was able to skip a lot of classes because of everything that I was my credits that I got from Art Institute. Which the thing is too is that because in the lawsuit that they were doing, you either got to choose to keep your credits and like still have to pay for the full degree and stuff. I think so. I think it was the full degree, or at least like what you've paid so far, or lose every single credit just so you didn't have to pay. It's like, y'all should give us some of the compensation for that, of like letting us keep what we got. Yeah, I mean, can't take even if you did like lose credits, though, you can't really take away that experience from what you learn. So like even for not keeping credits, you can still easily test out of classes like that. Because like the first couple Photoshop classes, I got tested out of because of how much more advanced I was than everyone else, and there was even one that they wished they would have tested me out of because of like how much easier of a time I was having during it than the beginners. And then what was really fun about that school is that during Halloween, they had a Halloween contest, and I went like full out with my costume, where I had taken one of those chef jackets that was left over at Art Institute, and I had makeshifted it into an insane asylum, like kind of like straight jacket, where I put like belts on the sleeves, and I'm really good at SFX makeup of like making it look like my skin's peeling, or like the Cheshire Smile and stuff like that. And I'd just gotten white contacts, so I went like full out on that costume, and I was like not expecting to get like more than like maybe like an honorary mention or something, only for like them to like start calling the names, and they're like, oh, third place this, second place this, And then finally, an honorable mention, and I hadn't heard my name at all after they did all honorable mention. So I'm like, okay, I guess I didn't like win anything. That's fine. Like, I wasn't expecting to. And then all of a sudden they called first place and they called my name, and like I froze. I'm like, no way. Like, there's got to be a different like Bryce here that they called. It's like, nope, they called me. I won $100 with that costume. Which is a shocker too, because I've seen other people who in the prior years with their like pictures that the schools posted, and they did like kind of like partial like mecha outfits and stuff. But I was proud of that win. I went to trade school. I almost went into a trade school because I would have been able to get it for free the 2 years. But because I was like pushed heavily into art and all that, I wanted to get straight into it. Like, I would have, I would have pretty much just got the basic general ed for it, like free. Which too, I swear they probably would have done a better job at teaching general ed. Because when I when I got to math in Art Institute, I like almost every day cried, because they had, I don't know if anyone else like does this in colleges and all that, but the way they had their program set up was that on the first day of class, well, pretty much the first week of class, because one day a week, you did a test to see where you were, like where you stopped off in your education, like how much you remember. And then depending on that, you did self-testing every week until you pretty much got like a passing score. And me, I'm a big dum-dum when it comes to anything more than simple math. Start adding letters into it, and I'm like, huh? And especially too, because like all it was like the self-testing, and you're like, oh, if you had a question, you'd raise your hand and ask the teacher. It's like, why aren't you actively teaching us this? Why do we have to learn on our own? What am I paying for but to teach myself at this point? Like, you should be paying me. But then also during that class, a lot was going on where I think it was the anniversary. It was either the anniversary or around when it happened of when my uncle passed. Who, like, I was, like, so close to him when I was younger. We even shared the same birthday and stuff. Like, I was considered, like, his, like, little twin. And then, like, that, during that month of me having to do that, like, was his, I think it was the anniversary. I'm going to say it was the anniversary of his passing. Along with the anniversary of a friend from elementary school who had been murdered. So, like, there was a lot going on at that time. All while having to deal with letters and math, and the teacher being no help. And the thing is though, I wouldn't even say that was like the worst class, because then there was 3D modeling, where I had missed one week of it, technically one day though, but yeah, 1 week of it, because it was either that I didn't have I cried so much. It was either that I didn't have a ride, or I was just really sick because I have shit immune system, constantly in and out of the hospital. because of me having cancer, so low immune system. But what was I saying? But yeah, I had just missed that day, so I had to like email the professor of like, hey, how do I do this? Because also too, I couldn't work on the 3D modeling unless it was at school, because again, I had a Surface Pro, so you ain't doing no 3D modeling anything on that. But then he wouldn't answer the emails until the day before class next week. I barely passed that class by like 0.5 points. All because bro don't know how to answer an email. And when he did, it was not helpful at all. Like, even him, like, when I would have troubles, like, in class, and, like, ask for help and all that, he'd be, like, wonder, like, what did you do to this model? Because there'd be, like, double, because, like, one of the methods we were taught was to make half of the model. We made, like, a velociraptor, and then you would copy it, flip it, and then, like, zipper stitch them down the middle. But then somehow with mine, it would end up with, like, double points on those parts being zipped together. And I wouldn't even know how, but he's like, how did you do this? I don't know. I followed what you taught us. Is that okay? Just feel like the angle's slightly off, maybe. But it's also because I'm doing a paw, not a hand. Me moving around like that, and then you don't even really need the other paw because it'll be covered by that big ear. Like that. Am I happy with this? Something off in the face. Thank you. But I mean, I had a lot better time when I was at Platt though, so that made up for it a little bit. And I got to graduate with my associates in graphic design. I think I was glad that I didn't go fully into animation because of me not having any of the proper tools and them not having any free programs. Like even Harmony, I had to keep making free accounts with like different, like I had like almost 10 different emails just because of like that time in college, me having to constantly make different emails so I could keep making new Harmony accounts. Because like it only offered like a week tutorial, which that's stupid too. It should at least offer a month. Or at least have like free student discount things and all that. I don't know, I just think the Art Institute was a little selfish. Platt was good, they offered a lot of free programs. Okay, I think that's as good as I'm gonna get it with that. Time for line art. Where are you? Why is there... oopsie. I feel like I'm moving so much slower with the mouse because it's the ergonomic one now. Okay. then I can't wait for Art Fight to happen. I have to start getting my profile set up for it. I want to try and get into, what is it, coding for the profile thing, because I want to make it look, because I see how interesting other people's looks, and I get so jealous of like how good they can code. I used to code a little bit when I was in college. We had to learn how to code websites to display artwork and stuff, or if we did commission work with creating websites for people. But then as soon as I got out of college, because I didn't continue to use that skill, all of it went out to my brain. So I'm gonna have to look at a lot of tutorials if I want to do that. It's about to look all wonky again. Not as bad. Something feels off. Gotta check. A little bit. So that one needs to go up slightly. Maybe tilt. No, it still needs to go up. Okay. Turn out good. I already hate it. There we go. Copy and paste. My hero. That's why I can't really do traditional art unless it's like acrylic painting. And there we go, and then the open mouth will be on a different panel. And get the crown in now. Of course you're not gonna be. Well, you're not even gonna show us something we need to do outside. Okay. And then try to make sure it's kind of feels like it's not. I think that's closer. Thank you. This is late too. I was gonna do this for Easter. It's supposed to be my oopsie, wrong layer. It's supposed to be my Easter PNG model, but I had too much going on then, so I'm at least getting it done now, so like I can use it in the future, just like randomly, like how I used for my pumpkin one. Why are you not changing? Till I said thank you to. Where is it? What would you use coding for if you started learning? I mean, probably just simple stuff like the like making a website for my art and stuff to be sold on. Cause I don't know if I'd do it for like other people. I'm kind of like more hobby stuff and all that. Cause like for me, like the way I learn stuff is like I'm a jack of all trades but a master of none. I know all these little niche things without being fully into them. Like how I go from digital stuff like this to acrylic on a canvas. Yeah, this is like the main thing though. Like even like with animation and all that, it's a little I struggle with it. And it's like as well too, like if I, what is it? Heard what before as an the jack of all trades, master of none. Yeah, I had learned that. Yeah. Yeah, I had learned that a while ago, and I like use it constantly because like it describes my ADHD brain like to a T, where I'm constantly moving back and forth between stuff, and then like coming back to it with what is it, like either art regression or it's like or like the, what is it called? I get art block and then come back and it's like, I didn't know I could draw like that. The opposite of art regression. The random art progression. Because like even like recently when I was working on when I was on playing Baldur's Gate, I was gonna switch to doing art one day of this bunny. Actually, I was actually gonna almost do this, but then my sister came in chat and was like, "You need to do this fan art of these characters I ship, and they must be kissing." But I'm like, nah, you're gonna get what I give you. And so they're almost kissing. What's in the other one? I didn't even open the file. This one. It's from a TikTok series that they watch. So there's not much fan art of it. So they're like, you need to do this. I'm like, fine. So I did it, and she made a little moving animation to it. Like I cut up all the pieces for her of all the body parts, and she did a little animation of it for her TikTok. And then I had seen the bleeding out trend, so that's when I did this whole one. So I'm like, it'd be perfect. And she's like, no, they wouldn't do that. I said, well, they are in my art. And then she's like, you should have done it the other way with the brown-haired one in the blood puddle. I mean, yeah, but she's broke. I mean, she gave me 1 cent. Oh, well, what we did in exchange is that she said she would make me a little banner thing for my TikTok because I don't have or like what it's known as a scene. Like I don't have what is it called? The intermission scene for TikTok. It's just like a bunch of like random stuff that looks very ugly together. No, it wasn't a scene. It was the placard card like you post to your social media that's like, oh, starting this time, doing this so and so. Because like what I just had was where is it? I pretty much have this scene playing for the TikTok videos, but then this will be blank and it'll be like streaming tonight, the time and date, and then like what I'm doing with like art and stuff. So she said in exchange for me making stupid TikTok, in exchange for me making her the art, she would make me that little stream placard. So I have to like follow up with her on that and give her the stuff to make it. I mean, kind of got like a art trade agreement with her. Okay. So I didn't do it fully for free. I mean, the second one I did because I wanted to do it as like a... Yeah. And then I wanted to do the second one just as a thing of like, I'm gonna make you cry over them. Because even when I posted it to TikTok, the speed draw and then the whole little GIF thing of it to like creepy music of the blood spreading to show him and all that, everyone in the comments is like, how could you do that? You're getting bitter blocked. And just like them like all like those like shocked meme pictures and stuff. It was funny. It's funny being able to be like an artist and then do art for small communities like that, because then everyone's like, ugh. All together. That's one. What is this? Okay, that's the crown. And then she wants me to do one where it's like them swapped. So the brown-haired one in the puddle and the black-haired one, the one knocked down. And I'm tempted to do that too because I want them to have different expressions. Like the one with the black-haired one standing in the puddle. It's like a thing of like realization of like, oh, I went too far this time. While with the brown-haired one, I want him to be kind of like a, kind of like more of like a trapped in like a PTSD episode, because like he does have PTSD from I forget what episode it was. Like, I don't know much about it. It's her who knows most of it. I just look up like small like niche things to like get their personalities and stuff. But like he has PTSD, so I wanted to kind of be like him having reacted out of PTSD in the fight and like went too far. So they both have like their polarizing reactions. Well, no, like PTSD, like episode during the fighting. Like I think it was that he got sexually assaulted by a woman at a party, and so like he has PTSD episodes when he gets like touched. I don't know if it's just touched by women, because there was an episode that I had seen where his sister had grabbed his shoulder, and he overreacted and like either hit her with either punched her or hit her with something. Because of his PTSD reaction. Yeah. Good thing I don't have to bother with feet on this. Because you can't even see the feet on Angie's character up here. Yeah, it's a TikTok series called Bittersweet. It's like pretty much, it's like not like full animation. It's like a JPEG character. Let me see if I can pull up a picture of one. It's like almost like gacha type level of art. Where this, I'm gonna pull it up. No, what are you doing? Yeah, like that's the kind of, like this is the why you gotta be small when you do that? If you can see it, yeah, that's the quality level of the art, and it's like they got kind of mouth movements and stuff, but it's like gacha level. And I can't remember how many seasons. What's happening? No, did you die? Oh, you stupid. My keyboard died. Well, they don't have stuff that bad. Like, luckily this is... Well, I wouldn't have shown it and all that if I knew there was going to be, like, that bad of stuff on it. I've looked up their fan art before. They don't have, like, any type of, like, Sonic level of, like, bad stuff. Because they are still on, like, the smaller side of being known. But yeah, I know. Like, it's so small, I've even found, like, my fan art on the, like, first page of the search engine when I search up Bittersweet. What are you doing? Come on. What is going on? Something... Click on something? What's going on? No, don't. What is... Oh no, don't tell me you're stuck, button. Okay, there we go. Yeah, the reason I stopped using this ergonomic mouse is because I kind of broke the... What is it? The right button from when I would play Infinity Nikki. And it got stuck, so occasionally I have to unstick that button. This is what happens when you're super poor and try to stream. I mean, kind of. I know it, like, was more of a, how to explain? Like, kind of just one where you, like, travel around, like, doing missions, and it'd have, like, those little event thingies where, like, you do gacha pulls and stuff to get the outfits. Because the outfits have, like, special powers. And they're, like, be kind of, like, storylines similar to, Or is it like Withering Waves or something? Yeah. I tried getting into it, but then, like, it just became too much of, like, a money grab thing where it's like, unless you have, like, thousands of tickets, you ain't getting no full 5-star outfit of consisting of, like, 11 pieces. No, we're stuck again. Stop sticking. I have to make sure to click further down on the thing or it wants to stick. Okay, there's that. And get rid of... That's why I have to be careful when I play Love in Deep Space, is because when it was the spring banner, I really wanted to... I easily got Zane and Silas, but when it came to Caleb, like, he just was not coming home, and I shamefully spent $80 to get him, and I'm like, I will never spend that much on a game, like, right off the bat, like, ever again. I was just, in the, not adrenaline, what is it called? The dopamine high of, like, wanting these cards. But now I've calmed down, like, severely, and I'm like, I need to just focus on my main Zane. And, because just recently, two of his cards came back for rerun. The medical card and his first date card that I had missed the first time around. I know, I'm ashamed. Now I don't spend more than, like, $5 at a time. Trust me, as soon as I got it, I'm like, what did I just do to myself? Then I'm like, so I fully understand the gambler's addiction. But now I'm like, yeah, I ain't got the money for that. Especially because pretty much, like, for the reason I would, like, get them anyway, it's, like, getting them just, like, be able to have the dopamine rush of seeing his story, along with having, material to make into edits for him, or, for art and stuff, of, like, you do the MC storyline stuff of, like, oh, day in the life of, like, my MC, if she were with, like, real Zane and stuff. I mainly use it for editing. I have this one that I recently did that I was so proud of wanting to post it to TikTok, but then TikTok's like, oh, this is copyright free. It's like, or not copyright, it's copyrighted, not copyright free. This is copyrighted. And, what was it? I need two. Is it?
Is she the one?
You will.
No, not that one. That's the first one I did. There's two that I did. Where is the other one? I can just get it from my YouTube. Oh, my phone died. I can get it from my YouTube. But it was to... What song was it to? It was like this one that recently came back as an edit. Not an edit, a cover. It was the Heaven Knows edit.
It's you. I don't want the person I like to get hurt.
And I was so proud of this edit at the time, too. Let me... And I had added, like, extra instrumental and stuff of, like, people who did guitar riffs to the song to add, like, extra depth to it.
Why does it smell sweeter than usual?
And what I like to do is like not just, it's like kind of like a music video. I like making it into rather than a little edit where I'll add some of his like sound clips into it, so it like sounds like he's reacting to the audio. Then also too, I've been also straying away from Caleb's character because of how heavily they push the whole like pseudo incest thing. Like it's fine when it's like in the other languages because it's more pushed as like oppa, which is like pretty much like someone who you consider an older brother, but like they're like a friend, or like you would call your brother's like friend and stuff. Just like who you would call like the older boy in your life and stuff. But then they just push like oh, you're like a little sister to me in the English version. I'm like, yeah, you could have just been like, it could have been the trope of like, oh, I've never seen you as my sister, even though like, yeah, they could have pushed that, and that would have been, I feel like, so much better than like leaning so heavily into the I see you as a sister. It's like, ew. Yeah. That's why I go more towards Zane, because the thing is that Zane and Caleb have a similar-ish, where it's like they have a childhood friend type trope, where Zane's is like they were childhood friends. He was like the older kid of the three of them, and he's so smart that he goes to college early and gets into medical school. So he ends up like kind of drifting away from MC and Caleb for a bit until when they're like all adults, and then like they drift back together when he becomes MC's physician because of her. He literally went into becoming a heart doctor to like help her because she has heart issues because of experiments done on her in childhood. So it's like they have like the whole like trio of childhood friends trope, which they could have done so much with. Like I love the whole trio like of childhood friends to lovers thing, but then when they put the whole like straying the other way for that, I don't know. I just feel like they threw all the material they had out the window. Especially too because there's this one special, it's not really a banner, but it's like a monthly thing where you get points to get little rewards, and if you're have like the membership for it, you get even more extra special goodies. And it's for all the way at the end to get the special 4-star card, which is just like an audio card. 5 stars have the full video, 4 stars are audio, and 3 stars are just a pretty picture. But they never seem to pair up Caleb and Zane for those. It's always like everyone else mixed together. Cause I've always been tempted to want to get that, but only if it was those two together. Because right now it's Silas and Zane on that banner, which I like Silas, but I prefer when it's the childhood duo. I'm kind of. Oh, let me pull up it's like a battle game, a storyline game, and gacha. Where like this is their like the 3D characters that they are. And then you go into like battles like this. So it's not like any type of like world thing. Is it like what is it like tiring or because like they just recently added more stuff too where like you have a little house with them that you can decorate. So it's like wanting to mix Sims, gacha, and those like old Otome games together, essentially. It's like a whole like mixture of stuff that it's like trying to be like a hybrid of. Like, have you ever seen the game Mystic Messenger? I haven't seen that one. Where are you? There we go. But yeah, but it's like a hybrid of stuff. And then they're even like adding, like this is like version 5 currently, where they have a house. And you have like a little garden and stuff that you can like decorate like a Sims. They have a little chat feature. It's not like AI chat, but it's like selective messages you can send and you get automated responses. And then like little, same with like little daily posts and stuff. What kind of pattern do I want on her? So I know I'm gonna do, because she's got little, oh, but I didn't do it on that character design, but Angie's original character has freckles. You know, claim that was Poncho's, the horse girl. The Musume. I forget the full title, I just remember Musume. Yeah. The funny thing with Musume is that it reminds me of this old game that was an Otome game that I used to play that's like a very obscure memory for people. Let me see if I can find it. Where it was about this horse dude who, like, you know how there's like the usual like hybrid of a horse thing where it's like they just got the ears and like the tail and stuff? But this one, like, he was a full horse, but with a dude's head. And it was, like, the funniest thing ever, but it never had a proper, like, ending. It was, like, this, you just got to this god part, and it would just, like, keep repeating this thing. And, like, he had, like, a rival that was, like, a red-headed horse and all that. But I remember, like, this was one of my first, like, Otome games, just because of, like, how funny it was. Yeah, there he is. That's the rival. Or, like, it's just like a full-on horse with an anime dude's head. Like, you'd even have, like, missions where you'd, like, chop up stuff, collect carrots. He would do Kabedon to the MC. It was the funniest game. Where's my... There it is. Looking for my laughing face. But then, like, just it never had an ending, so, like, it was always, like, sad of, like, nothing was done with it. Just, like, the way it was created, though. Like, I want to know who created this. It was such a funny memory, like, especially, too, because I didn't want it to be, like, an obscure memory that, like, I could never, like, I didn't know if it was going to be, like, a fever dream or something. So I remember, like, forever having the screenshots of just, like, the horse and all that on my phone. Where I'd like try and show people like, did you ever play this? You're like, what the hell is that? And you're like, I know. But it was so funny. Like, just that that game existed. Like, just the way Otome games have evolved is so funny. Oh, dang it. Hold on. Is it showing now? What? Because I can see it. Hold on. Let me save a picture and then I'll pull it up. Mouse is stuck again. And then save one of his rivals. Oh, I didn't get the joke. I'm a little slow. I was really concerned that my computer was having issues. I'm really known for like scuff and all that. So I take it too seriously. Even my sisters would be like, "You didn't understand the joke." I'm like, "Yeah, cause I thought I trusted you." It's okay. I'm a little slow. You can consider me like Dory. I kind of need the joke explained to me sometimes. I'm too trusting that everyone's just like as serious about like stuff as I am. Like that. Nah, it's okay. I deserve it. Even my sisters would make fun of me for it. But literally, I'd be like that kid in school who it's like, if I didn't understand a joke, I would just be like, awkwardly laughing along with everyone else. Like, oh, I totally understand. No, I don't. I'm just laughing because y'all are laughing. I'm like that person that'll just like, react how other people are reacting just to keep like the social cues going. But in my mind, I'm like, what was the joke? Please, someone explain. Or it's like the worst too, where it's like the audio processing thing, where it's like they'll have to repeat things multiple times. And it's like, I hear you, but none of those words made any sense. But like, you don't want to ask them like a third time of like, what? So it's just like, nod and blink. No, I do not want popularity from you, whatever bot you are. Turn that down. Now I can get rid of... What layer are you on? Let me just save you in case I mess up the face. That's one thing always to have with art, with like, you'll have multiple different folders of like copies of the same thing saved. Because technically I could do the thing where it's like I mask it off, so I don't destroy it. But it's like then it messes with other stuff if I do that. Dun, 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 dun. Give me your candy. And then besides the arm, my niece and nephews got a bunch of candy for Easter. I've been just slowly snacking on it. So especially over here, they get chocolate in their stuff. So that stuff goes right into my freezer, in my little mini fridge. The only thing that sucks is like, they never know. They got whole baskets full. Especially too, because my stepdad's always buying them more candy. Like, he likes getting like stuff like those mini separate packaged coffee cakes and stuff. Or just like picking up random little treats at the store. So it's like, they get enough as it is. They're sugar laced to the max. And then he does that, and I'm the one that has to watch them. Like, even tomorrow, too, my niece's mom is... for him, not for me. And now I got hyper children that like are in between getting along and wanting to kill each other, and they're 6 and 4. And then recently, she's like kind of like an honorary sister, but she's like my sister's friend from childhood that's like really close with us. She had a baby about 6 months ago, and she had to go back to work recently. So now she's starting to have me babysit him, because I'm pretty much the honorary babysitter of all the newer generation of kids. And just recently he had to get blood drawn, and oh, was he an angry little like an angry little baby. Like, I tried, his mom, he's just recently started eating pureed food, and his mom brought a decent sized container over pureed carrots, I think it was. It smelled like carrots. And like, I would assume that like because she brought it, she's tried it before, and he likes it, or at least can stand it. I tried feeding him in the beginning, and he acts like I'm trying to poison him, like throwing his head back, like looking disgusted. But then like a couple minutes in, as I just like let him play around in it and just get it on his face, I'll try again, and then he all of a sudden like has a sudden realization of like, that actually tastes good. She's not trying to kill me. And then gets mad and starts crying when it's like, now you're not feeding me fast enough, woman. And so like it's a whole like up and down thing of like, I hate this, but now it's like, I love it, you're not feeding me fast enough. It's only gonna get worse when he starts being able to talk. It'll be fun for my pockets when I get paid. Because as well, hopefully that'll it'll start cutting down soon. Because next week, the 6-year-old goes back to school. Cause she's on Easter vacation for 2 weeks. She did this as her last week. And then the 4-year-old starts kindergarten after the summer. So most of the time he'll be gone then, and I'll mainly just have the 6-month-old. Better be a full part 6 year. Yeah, for the little baby, it's gonna be around 150 because of the hours and all that. So yeah, it's about like that. But it's like, I do it like hourly rather than like days and all that. So I can calculate and all that. And then the program thing to sign them up for like after school childcare stuff. So I can get like paid by the state and stuff. But like there's issues with one of them because it's like because they said the office that she signed up with said because of funding cuts that it's become like a lotto draw where it's like certain companies that like take that type of childcare thing and all that like have to pick it out of other ones that have done it as well. But then family who's tried it in the past is like, no, it shouldn't be like that. It's like, well, then y'all talk to her because that's what the office told her. Yeah, America, land of the pay for everything. Exactly, only if you're a Nepo baby. Land of the free if you got money. Ooh. Yeah, I help my mom with doing people's taxes. She works in billing for Sharp Healthcare, and technically, she's like, from what she's seen and all that, she's like one of their better employees. But her eyesight is like dog water right now because of medical issues. And so, like, when she does people's taxes and payment for getting wine. So, I just read the numbers off for her and she does all that. I did a copy paste. Where are you? So it's like another little side gig that I do with her. But yeah, it's taxes suck and all that. Like, I feel like there should be a better way to do them. Well, I don't have a job. I'm disabled and I take care of my disabled mom, and so pretty much like all my stuff is like under the table type stuff. Where it's like I do babysitting, I take care of my disabled mom, and I do this art stuff where if like family connections, someone likes my art, I'll do like paintings for them. I've done murals for family. Yeah. Wait a minute, where are those hands? Oh, there they are. Yeah, pretty much. Where it's just like Zelled into my account or through Venmo. Because I'll even do like house sitting stuff. I'm the buyer, not the seller. Where is my... Where did they go? Oh, there's one. Take a rip off my wax pen. And there's something... Seems a little plain. Something I want to add. Where is... Because this is her in her original form. I'm going to do the bow. And then... I'm going to do this, her little gem. Because in my OC world, this is known as a soul gem, which like it's pretty much like similar to like Steven Universe type stuff, where it's like they're born from these seeds and then they end up like somewhere on their body. For her, hers is behind her bow. But like unlike Steven Universe, if they get cracked or damaged, they can't be revived. They like die forever unless you like turn back time physically to revive them. Or in like Angie's case and all that, her body was rewound time, but she was shot forward in time. Thank you. Like, she's gone through a lot of she's stayed the similar color palette, but a lot of different of the facial transformations. And then she's a lot different than my original OC, where when I was younger, I used to draw this one OC, like even before like I knew what like OCs were and all that, where I would draw her as a circle. But, like, this is like while I was still like in elementary school. And I've always kept the same thing where I like doing the hair piece over the eye thing. And she would have like this. And she's gonna be kind of like stoic and all that, and then she would just be like in a red dress. And then have like a little braid coming out the thing, and then black hair. So this is technically like what the original Angie like kind of used to look like. And then I like did a full like thing of like wanting to make something official. When I got into with high school, we got, what was it? Me and my friends, we liked doing food fights because we didn't really like the food because it was either unripe or very bitter. So we would do food fights with the fruit, and we decided to start choosing nicknames to go along with them, and then like a title of royalty. So they all chose like kings and queens, like grape king, apple king, strawberry queen, like stuff like that. But I'm like, no, I want to be one step above that. So my thing was oranges. I loved the taste of oranges, and it's like it was fun to pelt an orange because like they'd stay the most intact. And so OrangeyEmpress became my thing that was mine. And the one that was like the most funny, which I have to still make his like redesigned character, where he's gonna be a banana jester, where the one who would do bananas, he would keep the banana intact on the outside, but start mushing it up on the inside to make it like this like smoothie level, and then get into where there'd be like a group of us around, and throw it as hard as he could on the ground, and became like a banana bomb that would explode chunks of mushed up banana onto like your shins and stuff. And then there was one who was the Apple King, who he would use my cane and punt apples across the lunch field, or take the bottom stopper off and stab it into the core of an apple, which would end up with me taking my cane back and smacking him in the shin with it till his shin bruised, because now I have to pick apple core out of my cane. Okay, so I'm gonna do that and that. We were. But the thing is too is that like I wasn't known as a troublemaker. Like I was those ones who's like, in the comfort of my friends, I was mischievous, but in front of the teachers, I was considered like the goody two shoes angel. Where because of that, and because of me being disabled, they made, for me, I think it was a joke. I'm a little slow on the uptake of jokes, but I assume it was, because why would teachers condone this? But they're like, if someone messes with you, you're allowed to hit them with your cane. So I took full opportunity of that. If someone messed with me, they would get my cane to their shin. Like, I was those ones, like, in middle school, I think it was, one of my friends at the time had written in my yearbook. I mean, at least it wasn't often, but yeah. But yeah, in middle school, one of my friends I had made at the time had written in my yearbook that I was a really cool person, but I was kind of scary. And I'm in my mind like, good, be afraid. Because like I'll be nice to you, but it's like, you mess with me, you'll see the scary side of me. And I was like, all those ones, like, because I liked horror stuff so much, I could be like the one to like scare people with stuff. Like, I was constantly always like jump scaring my aunt, who hated scary stuff. Or because I knew how to like act a little bit and all that, I knew how to go like all like kind of like grudge mode. Like, I'm someone, when I need to like act out something, I go like fully into it like a character. Like, especially if I were to do, like, I can't do it right now because it's so late in the night and there's people in this house, but if I were alone and I could show like my maniacal cackle is one of my favorites. Because it's like a full like gut worthy like But like louder and more like witch-like. Like my laugh changes depending on like how open I am about it. It goes from like a pig's little snort of like or like quiet if I need to be quiet. She's like what's like wheezing almost. But like my favorite is like the full gut of like where like you're almost having like to force the laughter out. Oh, this is tiny. Don't tell me I made it too small. No, because this is that canvas. Okay, never mind. I thought I messed something up at first. But this is the size that, where like Angie's human form is. So I know it'll fit. Yep, I was. And the funny thing is too is that years later, when my sister went to cosmetology school to like learn to be a waxer and stuff, like it's like a little side hobby. She does like Starbucks as a main thing, but she did like cosmetology to get into like sugar waxing and stuff. So when the teacher called out her name, someone in the class had recognized the last name, because like it's not that common. And but it's like named after a little child book series, so it's like if you ever find it, that'd be funny. But yeah, they had heard it, and they had gone up to her after class and was like, do you have a sister who like had like at the time I had just gotten like ankle surgery, so I had one of those knee bikes, and they had mentioned the knee bike and then my cane and stuff. And they're like, and my sister's like, yeah, it's my sister. And I'm like, dang, I'm like pretty much known as the cripple girl if people recognize me from school. So it'll also probably be easy recognizable too, because I went to a smaller school, a little charter school, where you have to like get win a raffle to get into it. Oh, this is hurting my wrist trying to do this on the... Okay, a lot easier. I was trying to do those lines with the mouse. Okay, one funny thing though is that I especially would use the title cripple and all that. There was this one instance where we had to clean up the classroom, like move bookshelves around, tables, chairs, all that. And then there was these boys who like were being lazy. But me, like, I like, even though I am disabled, I like being able to step up and do like the heavy work, even though I'm technically not allowed to because of all the rods down my spine, plate in my neck, spinal fusion, all that. And so I was like doing stuff. I look at them, I say, and I can't remember exactly what I said, but it was lines of like, so, oh, you can't do nothing, but the cripple girl can. And that made the whole class go, oh! And like they got up and started doing stuff out of embarrassment. So it's like, it's a good card to use. Especially too, because there's also the other card I use, because I did have cancer twice before the age of 6. So when people start, we'll start talking about like cancer and stuff like that, and I'll have like brought up that I had it twice, and it'll make them so silent. As if they like just like got burned for having mentioned it. That's weird. Oh, that's what I'm missing. Where? No. Okay, and then I get rid of that one. I know, I'm shocked. Usually it takes me a lot longer. I think it's because I'm like able to be like motivated right now. And also because I'm keeping it more simplistic with the design rather than trying to be more complex. Like, there's this one Zane one I did. Where I did his whole front outfit only to, because I was like, I took pictures, like 360 pictures in the little photo booth thing they have in the game of him in one of his myth outfits, only to realize, oh yeah, she's gonna be right in front of him and it's gonna block everything I just worked on. So I end up doing it to myself, where I give myself too much stuff to do. It was only for it all to get covered up. I wanted to cry when I like finally realized that. Because the thing is too is that I took so many reference photos because I'm like, I'm gonna get so close to this, I'm gonna do so good on this, and then it's like, oh. And then when I was at Platt, there was one of the assignments we had to do where we took iconic iconic things from like movies and stuff, and you had to make icons for it. So I took scary stuff and did like a little cup of juice with a roach in it for like Beetlejuice, Michael Myers, what was it? Michael Myers' knife, I think it was. Jason's mask, Pennywise's balloon, stuff like that. But I had made it difficult because what program were we using? It wasn't Photoshop. It was like, I think it was Illustrator, where things are more vector-like instead of pixeled like this. And so I had used a brush that was like spotted to make kind of like when you like do like the pointillism type shading and all that. And I made it kind of small, and in the file I would just keep going like this with the pointed thing and all it to like make it thicker, because I didn't like the look of like the big dots with it being like that. I wanted the small dots and then the shading. But because it's vectors instead of that, it made the file so big that I almost couldn't like open the file sometimes to show the teacher. And that's just like my thing. Like, I'm a scuff when it comes to so much stuff. That's why I'm a jack of all trades, a master of none, because I'm always messing stuff up, and like that, just like that little bit of like final stuff. Where did? Okay, whatever. The chat for TikTok disappeared when I clicked on that. Oh well. Not getting really much chat on that side anyway. What do I need? No, you get stuck again. Uh-oh. And you're disconnected. So I think the body's done now. And I'm just on the belly. Might just do like this circle. You're stuck again. Let me see if my mouse is charged now. Yeah, I wanted to be like a little gumdrop. Gumdrop. No, stop being stuck, you stupid mouse. Not my gumdrop buttons! Get rid of that. And I have to decide what color I want the fur. Probably gonna keep it blonde fur and like use the skin tone for like the stuff like inner ear and stuff. What? Why did you disappear? What? You stupid. I accidentally deleted it. That. And then a little patch on the belly. Do I want that though? Let me see. Yay. Trying to see if I want that. I feel like it's like I like it. Just maybe no line. Or if I do, I need to. Heavily lighten it. And then I'm gonna get the color on that line art so I can. Maybe not as light. Not too bright. Maybe put them between that color. I think this just needs to be a little closer. There we go. And then fix this. Oh, no, it's that. I mean, it's supposed to like represent her hair and stuff, like her big braid and all that, and then her bangs. So it's like, you're not wrong. It's like that's what it's supposed to represent. But yeah, maybe I should make this one a little shorter, round it out a little bit, maybe. So it's like not as so as more of like silhouette, maybe. Try. So I hope to keep it up, because the quicker I finish this, the quicker I can finish the other 2 characters. Okay, I think that's good with the base color. I can, ugh, my voice needs to drink some water. Hold on. What do I want to do? Color. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I like doing it. Like, my style is heavily influenced by anime style. How the shading. Because, like, when I try to do, my more, what is it called? Like, detailed shading, I try to keep the colors consistent, like, throughout my art. And then, I like trying to do the thing where, like, you'll go on the edge and, like, have it light, so it's, like, the dual tone thing. So, like, put in, like, kind of like that thing. really stands out. As soon as you get into shading, and like it adds so much to it. Oh, I started shading with the wrong color. That's why it looks weird. And then I gotta add her little, because I want to give her a little bow tie in her fur. Oh, I did the wrong color again. I should have done that line. pink one already. You're too close to color, aren't you? Turn that off. Okay, oh. There we go. Smaller colors. These feel wrong. Rid of these lines. That'll probably make it feel better. Oh, because that's gone. I was wondering why the colors seem different. Hopefully that's... And then I'll do the shine on that when I do the other highlights. There we go. subtle, like blush. shading. I mean, technically I need to do underneath shading anyway, so. So these need to go into a separate folder. Erase. What? No, what's going on? Oh, soft. That's why. Getting confused by their orders. One's pointing up. Apparently not. Oh, I just clicked on the wrong one as well. There we go. Top on top, bottom on bottom. better. The blue was muting it. Save that color. There we go, now put it in hand. That one and good thing I saved that color because I would have lost that right then. What did I do back here? Normal. Normal. No, 10, 20 each. So 44 is what I was at. And get rid of any extra. gone, bot. Again, no, be gone, bot. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to make the closed eyes for blinking. Well, easy thing about that. Just do this. I like making the pupils also more yellowish, maybe. Okay, there's that. It up. Why is it like this, Rose? That's why. Okay, so I'm back to normal. Let me instead, because I know I'm going to mess this up somehow, make a whole new file I can mess with. Because I also have to do the open mouth. Let's do... Stupid button getting stuck. Come on. Come on, damn it. my blinking down. Oh, I was gonna do the thing with the ears. I'll try that when I get back. Looks a little thick. Now that I look at it, I feel like it needs to be more like that. was gonna do the ears. Should I? I still want to draw part of the face back again. I mean, I have the. That's gonna bug me. I feel like I might have to move it up more. Okay, and then I have to do the mouth. Uh-oh. I forgot to change it back. And I forgot to turn my mic on. I didn't do very much though, coming back. I was just fixing some stuff, like the ear felt too thick, so I added that line in to make it look thinner. Probably. I'm gonna be. Good night to you, but I'm probably gonna stream technically tomorrow already. Probably around the same time I started today, maybe a little earlier on Saturday. Well, today's technically Saturday. I just have to babysit for a few hours, and then I'm free to do whatever. So between 7 and 10 is when I'll start streaming. But yeah, good night. Have a good night dreams. Later. I'm probably not going to do the ear moving, so I feel like that'll be too much. Time to do a test run, and then maybe if I want, I'll add the ear movements. Okay, that one first with eyes open, mouth shut. Eyes open, hands up, and eyes closed. Okay. Eyes open, mouth closed. Now I need to add a mouth closed folder, or mouth open folder down there. So when the mouth opens, the hand goes down. supposed to be... Okay, so that's the arm supposed to be down on that one. Eyes closed, mouth closed. Okay, and then I need to go back with mouth open and change the hand. It says eyes closed, mouth open. Okay, now where are... Says eyes open, mouth closed. Eyes open, mouth closed. Well, I need to move her up a little bit on the canvas. Eyes open, mouth open. Eyes closed, mouth closed. Eyes closed, mouth open. Okay. Oh, damn, I didn't turn... When did I turn that on? That's on all of them? Where? Oh, because I turned the sketch on. That's why. I'm a dum-dum. I mean, you can't even really see it in the thing, especially if I were to... Should I make the ears? I like the movement so far. Move her a little higher, and now that I got rid of that, I need to have it back on the screen. So just a little bit. Mouth is open, so hand goes down. So eyes closed, mouth open. I don't know how I didn't notice it up there. Eyes open, mouth open. Okay, both those mouths are closed, so hand goes up. Eyes closed, mouth closed. Eyes Throat. Eyes open, mouth closed. And then eyes open, mouth closed. Eyes open, mouth open. Eyes closed, mouth closed. Eyes closed, mouth open. So yeah, that fit's already a lot better. Should I do the ears moving? I mean, I don't really need to. I've already got decent movement already. I feel like I should though add like another diamond though on the side. Cause I feel like the crown's too plain right now. And then maybe add some fur texture to the yellow. Cause Angie, her design has a little bit of, it has the what is it? Is it pointillism? It's like that comic thing where they got the dots all over them. That's the eyes closed one. Uh-oh. That would mess up. What's happening? I forgot to rasterize it again. Go upside down. I thought I fixed that already. Oops, upside down. There we go. We'll go the semi-realistic route with the fur in there. Uh-oh. No, this one. What did I do to make something like that? What happened? Stop getting stuck. There we go, that's what I wanted. I'm gonna lower it a little bit because that picture was only really visible when it was shining through with the light from the other side. See if that works. Oh, problem. Wait a minute. Had some hairy texture on the eyes. There we go. I don't think I'll do the ears though. Too much to go back on now. Eyes closed, mouth closed. Wait a minute. I don't have the right hand on. There we go. Normal shading. Wait a minute. Why is that? that one? Eyes open, mouth open. Eyes closed, mouth closed. There we go. And then I'm gonna set that shortcut E. And then I gotta work on its jumping. Jump, jump. Jump, jump. I think a little bit better. More short bursts. Hop, hop, bunny, bunny. Hop, hop, okay, then I need to do how much I want to blink. Where is... It's in custom, isn't it? There it is. Check how often it's blinking. It's very slow. That's too much. And then blink duration. Oh, I should have made the nose move when the like scrunch up when the eyes closed. I mean, it's supposed to just be a simple, cute little. Did I mess up one? It's glowing when it shouldn't be. Okay, no, never mind. Wait, talk. Oh, damn it is. Oh well, it's gonna be ignored. Can't really see it anyway. Okay, well, this is Bunny. Forgot to do it the other way. Because I can have this one vertical 16 by 19. I always get them confused. Whatever the TikTok vertical way is. I bring back? I actually got rid of the chat for TikTok. I'll probably have to just wait till I redo it next time. How do I change the goal on that? That goal a little higher now. Should I? There we go. Changed it already. Okay, there it goes. Now it changed it. Yeah, I think I'm content with. I can kind of see the little glowing part when it shuts its eye and it's talking. Oh well, I'm gonna have to deal with it. My cute little bunny. What I could have done too is instead of having the smooth ear, put a little fur texture. But it's not gonna be seen that much to need that. Okay. So this one's done, I'm saying. Save. And then for tomorrow's stream, who do I want to do? I have to decide between who I want to do, because I already got his outfit done. I got his too. I already know the other one. I just don't know the outfit color palette I want to do for it. And then him, I've got a basic idea. Maybe I'll do him first. And then the next one. Because like his is just like a basic princely design. I have to decide what his side profile is going to look like. Okay, well, that'll be saved for next time. Thank you for everyone. Well, my words all jumbled. Thank you everyone who came and watched. Good morning, good evening, good night to everyone of different time zones. And bye-bye.